Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how I made this acrylic picture frame enlargement. This is our printed picture. We'll start off by applying the glue on the plywood that we'll be using. This is a 20 by 30 inches plywood. We make sure we touch the glue all the parts of the plywood, especially the edges, so when we place the printed picture it doesn't come off. We are done. Now it's time to put the paper on top of the plywood and gum it. We'll now make use of our piece of cloth to make sure the paper is smoothing out. Now it's time to use our cutter to cut out the excesses round. We're done with this. It's time to bring our acrylic. Some people call it plastic glass because it's more of a plastic, transparent plastic. So you cut out the exact size of the acrylic glass. It will be the same with the size of the plywood. We'll be making use of this as our roller. We'll start off by removing this brown paper that is used in covering the glass. Remove it from both edges, as you can see in the video. Just take it easy, gently. Then you can now put this roller, fold it like this and roll. Then we turn the back of the acrylic, which is still covered with the brown paper, and do the same thing. As you can see now, it has now exposed the glass, the acrylic glass. Now this is the most interesting part. We'll be making use of our electric gun wax. It's been plugged in electricity and switched on. You have to wait a little time for it to melt, like 5 minutes or so. Then we'll start by applying it on the edge. As you apply the gum, we level it up. You can see it clearly better now. You can see the way I'm applying it in the video. As I apply, I smoothen it so it doesn't have a rough edge. So this is what we'll do round the plywood. If you're enjoying the video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos like this. One thing I've noticed about making this acrylic frameless is that most times the sizes are not always exact. You might decide to get 20 by 30 inches printed paper and 20 by 30 inches board, but the acrylic might be a little bigger. So what I normally do is I make use of my cutter, the one I'm holding now, and just make sure I smoothen it out using this cutter. You can see it clearly now. I just hold the acrylic to the board and do it like this. The acrylic is a 3mm acrylic, so it's not that hard to smoothen. As you can see, as I smoothen it, I touch it to make sure it's now the same length, so it doesn't disturb you when you are applying the edge tape. We'll still come to that. The edge tape will still come to that. Just make sure both of them are the same length. As you are smoothing it, make sure you press on the acrylic to avoid these excesses entering inside the acrylic between the picture and the acrylic. That's what I mean. Now I'm done. It's time to continue with the gumming. So as I apply the wax, as you can see, as I apply it first, I smoothen it to make sure it's leveled. It's now to use our gum. This is the edge tape I was telling you about. We'll be using it to gum round the plywood, cover it. So we'll start by applying this gum on it. Let's put a paper below so that we don't spoil the board. I normally measure out the length of the edge tape I will be using before applying the gum. After applying the glue on the edge tape, it's now time to apply on the edges of the plywood. Now remember, when we were applying the wax, I told you that we need to be making it to be smooth and level. Had it been it wasn't leveled, applying this gum would have been an issue for us. So we'll apply the glue around the edges and allow it to dry for like, let's say 10 minutes. So we are now back now after the 10 minutes waiting for the gum and the edges to dry. We'll be using our scissors to cut the exact size of the edges. As you can see, our edge tape is a little bigger, is 1 inch, but the edge is 1/4 inch. We'll be using our scissors to cut out 1/4 inch of the tape. We'll start by placing the edge tape on the edges of the acrylic frame. We'll make sure they both align in order to make it very strong to the frame. The next step is to make use of our hammer in applying a little bit force on the edge tape to make it strong. Don't apply too much force. See the way I'm doing it in the video. Just gently round. Now that we are done, it's time to use your cutter and cut out the excesses of the edge tape around. both front and the back. We'll start with the back, then we'll go over the front. Had it been we didn't cut out the exact size of the edge tape we need for the edges, we would have been cutting out a lot of excesses now, and that would be a waste of material. So that has helped us. We're almost done. It's time to smoothen out the remaining edge tapes. You can see how beautiful it is already. It's time to put the hook. We'll measure it out and take the center. We use the screwdriver and the bolts to put our hook. And finally, we are done. See how beautiful and shiny it is. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thank you very much.